This video is a response to a task that I sent my students on making a sequence of numbers that begin with 0.4 and it goes up in 0.2s. So a lot of students came up with the sequence 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 0.10 and 0.12. And the problem here is that 0.8 plus 0.2, it doesn't equal 0.10 because 0.10 is equal to 0.1. And if you are adding two positive numbers together, then you are going to get a number that's larger than both of your two individual numbers. So 0.8 and 0.2, they are both positive numbers. They are numbers that are greater than 0. And if you are adding two numbers that are greater than 0, then there's no way that you can get a number that's going to be less than your individual numbers. But 0.1 is less than 0.2. 0.1 is less than 0.2. So that's an indication that this can't be correct. This misconception might have resulted from the fact that students like to see consistency when they work with numbers. Now, all three of these numbers here, they both begin in a similar way. They both begin with a 0 and then the decimal point after it. Similarly, if you do 0.10 plus 0.2, they got 0.12. Well, that's because 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. Well, if I change the 10 to a 0.10, if I change the 2 to a 0.2, then the 12 would be 0.12. But this is obviously incorrect as well because 0.12, well, that's less than 0.2 because 0.2 is 0.20. But you can't, like I said before, you can't add two positive numbers together and get something that's less than one of your individual numbers. So this is also going to be incorrect. And I think a way to clear up this misconception is to make students understand that decimals are just a part of a whole, especially decimals between 0 and 1. They are just a section of a whole. So I would represent a whole as a rectangle. And if I were to split this rectangle, this 1, into 5 equal sections, then each section is going to be 0.2. Each section is going to be 0.2. And if I were to add 0.2 to 0.2, well, that's going to be 0.4. 0.4 plus another 0.2, that's 0.6 because I'm doing 0.2 3 times. 0.6 plus another 0.2, that's going to be 0.8. And then 0.8 plus 0.2, that's going to be 1 or 1.0 because this is proportionate to this. This is the same. And then if I add another 0.2 to this rectangle, then I am adding 1 plus 0.2. I am adding 1 whole plus 0.2. So I'm going to get 1.2, which is a number that is larger than 1.